The type of person who is finding fat loss hard, stop and listen to me for a second. It doesn't need to be hard. We helped one of our Gorilla Platoon members go from literally over 30% body fat down to visible clean cut abs. We helped this member going from literally 25 or so percent body fat down to visible clean cut abs. And then if you're a little bit leaner, we helped someone go from 20% down to 10% visible clean cut abs. It can be done by everyone no matter what the starting point is. It's not so much the starting point as the reason why you find fat loss hard. The reason you find fat loss hard is because of you. And there's two main points I'll give you that you need to work on. Go away, work on these, and you'll find fat loss is not as hard as you are making out to be. The first reason is your life setup is actually against you. It is like you're trying to go left and the magnetic pull is trying to take you right. The first thing of this would be, if I were to walk into your house now, I guarantee you I can see loads of reasons why your life is not set up for fat loss. I'll open your fridge and there'll be garbage in there and you'll use the excuse, but my partner likes to eat them. If your partner likes to eat them, get her to keep it in somewhere away from you that you will not see it. Or have the word with your partner to say, listen, do you want me to be in the best shape of my life or not? Because I'm going to be a better man, objectively, would I be a better man if I was in better shape? Yes, why? Because I'd be more disciplined, I'd be more consistent, I'd be more of a resilient individual. Would that make for a better partner? Yes. So they win by you not eating all this garbage. So tell them to get on side and remove all the stuff out of your house. The next thing I'd say is your social life is not set up for that of an athlete. Your social life is set up for how you currently are. And this is the reason. You're trying to change how you look without changing how you are, and the two will not match, because you'll change what you do in the micro, but you'll not change your general habits and what you like to do on a weekend, which is going to take up a fair amount of time, because if you don't, you just try to sit at home, you'll get bored and you'll very quickly go and do what you're used to, because that's where the fun comes from, and there's only so long you can sit there bored. So you need to set your life up in a way that you're not bored and you're making progress to your plan. A lot of my guys will take up hiking, walking, water sports. They'll do fun things that don't involve you stuffing your face with calories or drinking fucking pints. If you're serious about changing and actually making progress with fat loss, you need to change what you do on a weekend. You need to change the way your house is set up. You need to change the people that you hang around with. All of this needs to change. This is why the advice for fitness is out there, and it's been out there for the longest period of time. You can ask ChatGPT in 5 minutes. The basic advice of how to get in shape is out there. Fine. The reason so many people are not in shape, and it's actually rare to have a six-pack, is because people can't follow it. And people can't follow it because actually to follow it, you have to completely revamp how your life is, otherwise it just doesn't work. What I'm saying with this, and this takes me on to the second point, the main reason you honestly find fat loss hard is because your character is weak. You've got no dog inside you that when things get a little bit tough, you just sack it. Because more than likely, that's what you've always done. A lot of the results we get inside the Gorilla Platoon are ex-serving military members. They always make for the easiest results because they've been through things that are challenging. I've got a fair few amount of doctors in there as well from America, and they have the same similar dog inside them. They just get the job done because it's probably not as hard as med school was. So you need to, if you've never been through anything like that, I don't blame you. Not everyone has, and not everyone needs to. Although literally, anyone can probably in your country go sign up for the military, and you can get yourself actually some serious resilience about yourself. But let's say you don't want to do that. Use this as your actual first point of going through something a bit challenging. Actually find excitement and enjoyment in going through something that's going to be tough. It's like the equivalent of doing cold showers every day. No one really likes the feeling when the water strikes your body and you're just fresh out of bed. But everyone likes the feeling after saying, I did a cold shower this morning. It's the same principle. Get excited to show discipline. Get excited to be someone that likes to suffer. Because unless you can change your character, you will never be able to get in shape. Because as soon as it gets hard, you'll just fold like an IKEA deck chair and you'll just not do the thing. So we must change your character first. This is more about changing who you are rather than trying to get a six-pack. If you always try and get a six-pack, it will never really work because you've got you right now with your beliefs, the way you see the world, how you like to challenge yourself. And you right now, the body you have, and I don't say this to be offensive, is a direct reflection of this. If you were to change how you saw yourself, your level of standard, you would actually be able to change and get in great shape. But a lot of you have just A, low standards, and B, low mental bandwidth to actually doing hard things. So the first thing I would say is we need to change your character. You need to now see yourself as someone that's more like an athlete, someone that's more enjoys suffering. And that way, when you start to act like this person, you're going to get the result of this person. Whether you're trying to act like your current version of yourself and get a six-pack, it's not going to work. This is why you still look the way you do. And this is why, if you've ever found you've made 2 to 3 weeks worth of progress on plan, then snap back, it's because there's always this constant pull to go back to just being a little bitch. That's ultimately what it comes down to. You always just want to do something that's like lazy and comfortable because you've got so many reps of doing that thing. It's like if I were to have two jars and we put marbles inside each jar, we've got current version of you and we've got new version of you. We've got fat version of you, we've got athlete version of you, okay, inside these marbles. For the most of the point, you've put marbles, and the marbles resemble habits in this fatter version of you. So because you've put so many marbles in, you swing in the balance like this. Your comfortable state is acting like this because you've got so many marbles in this jar. You've got 1 or 2 marbles in the athlete jar, so it's never going to outweigh. So there's just always going to be your basic attack when you are slightly fatigued, a little bit tired, like you've not had the best day. Your basic attack is always this, because this is what you know, it's comfortable, you've got the most amount of reps or marbles or habits inside this jar here. In order for us to actually get you and look in good shape, we need to take the marbles out this jar. Otherwise, it's never going to work. We can keep trying to put marbles in this jar, but you've only got so much bandwidth. You try and fill both up, you'll level out a little bit, or more than the whole thing will just collapse because you can't try and do too much. So you need to remove these old marbles. You need to just actually sit down and look at your 24-hour period and just write out how this day should go. You should script out I do this at this time, this at this time. You'll realize 80% of your day is filled with garbage and you're doing nothing productive for yourself, and that's why you have marbles like this. So straight away, if we took out procrastination from this jar and put in scheduling a full day in this jar, it's going to help you a little bit. You need to just take out eating processed garbage foods because that's not going to get you looking like this. There's another marble out. You need to stop sitting inside on the couch all day and just eating garbage because, again, that's another marble out. Instead, what we put in here, we put in scheduling, we put in 8 hours sleep, we put in whole foods, we put in 10K steps, we put in 3 gym sessions a week. That's all we're doing so far. Nothing fancy. We're just going to keep slowly chipping away, getting rid of your bad habits. Less screen time, less internet time, less time around your fat friends, less time in the pub. We're just going to keep removing the marbles from this jar. Because when we do, then we can keep putting them into this jar, and eventually the balance will change. So now when you're tired, fatigued, and hungry, which is going to be most of the time, your basic attack is going to be that of an athlete because you've got enough reps, habits, marbles inside this jar here. You see the point I'm making? You see why you're not in shape, because your basic attack is of someone of a fat person. So we've got to change all of these habits first, then you can get the six-pack second. The way you change your habits is by changing your character. This is why it's less about the six-pack and it's more developing you into the individual that could get a six-pack. These are the main reasons why you find fat loss hard. Your character is weak. It is your own fault. It's always your own fucking fault, of course it is. But you've just not been through anything that's in order to develop and strengthen it up. Because if you had, you'd be able to lean on the traits and use this in the context of fat loss. Maybe you have, and now the penny's dropping, or you're like, yeah, cool. I remember when I went through this corporate year of your first career, whatever you started, and it was rough, and you were working mad hours, and you were just becoming the next individual of yourself. Maybe you've been through that. Well, if you have, then I'm going to tell you, use the traits that took you from that starting point to 1 year being successful in your company and put this into fitness, because everything is the same in life. The character traits are what's going to get you the goal. That in everything in life, it's always about your character, and it's less about the tactics. Because the tactics most likely can be taught, they can be Googled, they can be ChatGPT, and you can have the tactics. Most of the time, that's not your issue. The issue is we have personal problems. The personal problem is why you don't have the thing that you want to. Most things in life are a personal problem, not a tactical problem. Because the tactical problem can be found out a lot quicker, but it takes more time to develop the personal problem. So use the points I've spoke to you about in this video. If you find this is a challenge and you really struggle with accountability and whatnot, then come and join us inside the Gorilla Platoon. I'll be honest, the main reason we get the results that we do is simply because we can develop the minds of the people inside the Gorilla Platoon. When we tap into your mind, we change how you think and feel, you feel much better about yourself. You're more likely to do what I would call basic actions in order to get a six-pack, because they are basic. It's eat a certain amount of food, which you got to do anyway. It's sleep a little bit more, which you got to sleep anyway. It's move a little bit more, which you know how to fucking walk and do cardio. And it's essentially like not putting random foods in your mouth, which essentially is easy anyway because you just don't eat the thing. So like doing the tactics is easy, but like being able to stick to them is what you're finding hard. So if you want to come and join us, you want us to do this for you inside the Gorilla Platoon, we will change your mindset, therefore get you in shape, therefore you can then attack other areas of your life. There'll be a link in the description. Other than that, thank you for watching. As we turn up daily, I'll see you tomorrow.